As fans of the sport, it has been on our bucket list for quite a while to witness the actions and emotions of the French Open Grand Slam at the Roland Garros Stadium in Paris. This year in 2024, we were able to visit the stadium and watch some of our favorite tennis players in action. It was a brilliant day and it started with a short queue in front of the stadium.
Yes.
We are very hopeful that Rafael Nadal will return to the French Open next year and get his 15th title here. Even if this year he had an early exit from the tournament with his tough first round draw. He practiced on the day of our visit to Roland Garros, but we missed it because it was before visitors' entry hours to the stadium. Nonetheless, we soaked in everything that the qualifier day had to provide and enjoyed ourselves to the fullest. Even though this was a qualifier day ticket, the atmosphere at the Roland Garros Stadium was electrifying, filled with fellow fans of the sport, legends practicing for the main rounds, and rising stars fighting for the very last rays of hope of joining the game's main draw. First, we saw Maria Sakkari at practice and then had a quick look at Carlos Alcaraz, Sloane Stephens and Bianca Andreescu. The Suzanne Lenglen court was our next target, where we sat nearly front row for a jam-packed qualifier match between Misolic and Cantahallis, whom the French crowd seemed to love, being a French player, of course. Unfortunately, he didn't win on this particular occasion. The qualifier day ticket at the French Open allows you to walk around the entire stadium complex and enjoy any court of your choice, watch the match or practice, and do court hopping. We were not shy of doing this. We went to every court which had a practice or a qualifying match going on, and next we saw Alex de Minaur and Alizé Cornet, the popular French player who retired this year.
Very difficult to read.
The event is filled with a lot of activities for fans and for children. There was a Roland Garros tattoo booth as well, which we explored. Getting a Roland Garros tattoo was pretty much fun for us. Shalini still has hers on her arm. We saw the trophies on display, walked across several stalls, some educating children on how the balls are made, some just for fun. We saw She Sui after her practice, then Hubert Hurkacz during his practice. We also had the pleasure of witnessing the Tunisian star Ons Jabeur in action against Mira Andreeva at her practice match. And finally, it was a pleasure to witness Rublev as well at his practice. We saw Yannick Sinner and the crowd around him up close, wanting to get that lucky selfie with him or even better his autograph. It was a fun day out for us at Roland Garros. The weather was on our side as well. We then realized that with our ticket we could go inside the center court, the largest court in Roland Garros, the Philippe Chatrier, and that's what we did next. এখানে লোকেরা ট্রেনে করে ঝুলতে ঝুলতে লাঞ্চ করতে করতে রোল্যান্ড গ্যারোস দেখছে। Finally, it was time for us to go inside the grand Philippe Chatrier Stadium, the largest in Roland Garros and in France. We had the opportunity there of witnessing Zverev at practice. Sitting inside this massive stadium was pure joy. Being here at practice session made us wonder what the scenario would be like at a real high-profile game here. We will try our best to visit the French Open in 2025 and witness a match here. It won't get any better. Well, of course, if Nadal plays, it'll be the best possible combination. Soon, the French player Monfils started his practice once Zverev ended his. And this was the last thing for us to enjoy this year at Roland Garros. With a joyous mind and heart, we called it a day at the French Open, and soon enough we left the stadium.